Okay, let's start. A, B, and C were in partnership, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2 is to 1 is to 1. They decided to dissolve the partnership on the basis of the following balance sheet. On the liability side, you have creditors, loan on mortgage of premises. That means a loan is against the security of premises. That is, a loan is a secured creditor. Partners loan, general reserve, partners capital, A, B, and C. On the asset side, you have premises, sundry debtors, stock, cash. The assets were realized piecemeal as follows. June 2013, 5,000 received after meeting in the full mortgage loan. That means what they are trying to say is that after selling off the premises and paying off the loan, 5,000 is still there in the hands of the partner. So, can I say that the 5,000 is the surplus over and above the liability payment of loan of 30,000 rupees, and hence this 5,000 is now available for distribution as per the order of payment. In July, debtors 15,000, stock 10,000. August, debtors 20,000, stock 25,000. September, debtors 17,000, stock 23,000. That is full and final. The remaining stock was taken over by B at an agreed value of 3,000. Creditors were settled for rupees 4,000. That means while we are distributing cash, when we write down balance of creditors, we will write down 4,000 instead of 5,000, which is there in balance sheet. The partners decided to distribute cash as and when realized. You are required to show distribution of cash applying the highest relative capital method. Now there are two things which are new. Okay, one over here what you have is that a secure creditor, and you get surplus out of it. So surplus is available for distribution. Then number two, you have your realizations given as received from debtors is this amount, received from stock is this amount. Now we are not supposed to worry about that. We will just add up that July month debtors 15,000, stock 10,000, and write realization as 25,000. When we are writing down in our statement of distribution of cash, we are not supposed to worry and write down how much we have received from debtors, how much we have received from stock, how much is still pending. No, nothing has to be taken care of. We just have to see how much is received from debtors 10,000, stock 15,000, total is 25,000. We take into consideration 25,000 and go ahead. Whether we are going to receive something from stock, whether we are going to receive something from debtors, nothing to worry about. Then what you have next is that remaining stock was taken over by B. That means a partner is taking over an asset. Whenever a partner is taking over an asset, we will treat as if the asset is sold to the partner and partner is bringing in cash. I repeat, whenever an asset is taken over by partner, we will treat as if the partner is taking over asset and bringing in cash. So 3,000 rupees after September also we have 3,000 rupees distributable. Is this understood? Yes or no? Any doubts, any queries, any questions in regards to whatever I have explained you? Shall we start with the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go ahead. Let us first prepare statement of excess capital. Now you know the format. Format is particulars and number of columns depending on number of partners. We have 3 partners over here. So particulars and 3 amount columns for A, B, and C. Prepare the format. Is the format prepared?
Yes, sir.
So in the statement of excess capital, we start with profit sharing ratio. How much is the profit sharing ratio given to you in the question? 2:1:1. Then we write down capital balances. Balance is given in the balance sheet. What you have is 50,000, 40,000, 23,000. We have general reserve, so we will do the adjustments. So add adjustments. We have general reserve. So can you tell me how much do we distribute between the partners? 10,000 is the amount of general reserve.
So
5,000.
5,000, 2,000, 2,500 and 2,500.
Correct. 5,000, 2,500, 2,500. We'll write down adjusted capital balances. $55,000, $42,500, $25,500. Next, what do we find out? Unit capital. Unit capital is adjusted capital balance divided by profit sharing ratio. So 55,000 divided by 2, 27,500. 42,500 divided by 1, 42,500. And 25,500 divided by 1, so 25,500. Next is base capital. Base capital is lowest of unit capital, that is 25,500, 25,500, 25,500. Next, proportionate capital. In proportionate capital, we multiply base capital with profit sharing ratio. So 25,500 into 2, that will be 51,000. 25,500 into 1, 25,500 and 25,500. Now we find out excess capital. Excess capital will be adjusted capital balance minus proportionate capital. So that will be 4,000, 17,000 and 0. Now we start again. We write down profit sharing ratio. Two and 1. New unit capital. 2,000, 17,000. New base capital 2,000, 2,000. New proportionate capital 4,000, 2,000. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Everyone please check the solution on the screen and let me know if I'm correct or not. Ultimate excess capital. Is this correct?
Yes.
So now we need to write order of payment. So please tell me what will be the order of payment. You all need to tell me. चलो जल्दी बोलो. Number 1,
Pay
will
B
not.
50,000.
How much?
Pay B 15,000.
Beta, first we need to give to outsiders, right? We'll first pay to outsiders. Outsiders liability. We do have creditors. We do have partners loan. Then how do you go directly to partners capital?
Sorry.
You first need to pay outsiders. So can I say that first you need to pay to creditors? But how much will you pay to creditors? Can you tell me?
5,000.
You will not pay to creditors 5,000. If you see an adjustment, they are saying creditors were settled for rupees 4,000. Pay creditors rupees 4,000. Then number 2, pay is loan rupees 15,000. Then pay partners capital. In that partners capital, B will be paid. Pay B rupees 15,000. Then pay A and B rupees 4,000 and rupees 2,000 respectively. After that, pay A, B and C in profit sharing ratio. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Prepare the format of statement of distribution of cash to outsiders. Statement of distribution of cash payable to outsiders. Is the format prepared?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So in that first, what do we write? We write down balances. From the balance sheet, we got to know that there is a cash balance of 3,000. Creditors, we are going to pay 4,000 that we got from the order of payment. And age loan 15,000. Let's pay. Whom do we have to pay first? Creditors. Let's paid 3,000. We have balance of 0, 1,000 and 15,000. We don't have money in our pocket, so we go and check. We get first realization of 5,000, that is the excess from sale of premises in the month of June. So add June realization 5,000. We are supposed to pay creditors 1,000 rupees, so less paid 1,000, 1,000. We have balance of 4,000 nil and 15,000. We have 4,000 in pocket. We have to pay 15,000. So we pay 4,000 as of now and go ahead. Paid 4,000. We don't have money in our pocket, so we go and check for next realization. So the next realization in the month of July, where we are getting from debtors 15,000 and stock 10,000, but we know that we are getting 25,000 in total. So add July realization 25,000. We are supposed to pay 11,000 to A loan. We have 25,000 in our pocket, so we have enough to pay. So we pay less paid 11,000. So we have a balance of 14,000, but we have paid to all the outsiders now. So now we need to make a statement of distribution of cash to partners capital, to partners towards capital. So let us prepare that format as well. Statement of distribution of cash to partners towards capital. So we'll have A, B, and C as three partners column. Then we'll have cash and particulars. From the earlier statement of distribution of cash, we'll have a cash balance of 14,000 rupees. And in regards to partners A, B, and C, we will have to write down adjusted capital balances. That will be 55,000, 42,500, and 25,500. As per the order of payment, we have to pay to B 15,000. As of now, we have 14,000 in our pocket, so we pay 14,000 to B. Less paid 14,000 balance is nil. Please check my calculations. I may have gone wrong. We don't have money in our pocket, so we go ahead and check for next realization. Last realization was done in July. Now it is August. In August, 20,000 received from debtors and stock 25,000. So we have in total 45,000. So add August realization 45,000. Now we are at a stage where we were supposed to pay 15,000 to B. We have paid 14,000. So 1,000 is left. So we pay to B 1,000 less paid 1,000 to B. So we'll have a balance of 44,000. We have paid to B 15,000. Now, as per order of payment, we have to pay to A and B 4,000 and 2,000. That is a total of 6,000 rupees. We have in our pocket 44,000 and we have to pay 6,000. So we have enough balance to pay. So let's pay 6,000, 4,000 to A and 2,000 to B. So balance what we have is 38,000 in cash, 51,000 for A, 25,500 for B, and 25,500 for C. We have 38,000 in our pocket as per the order of payment. Now we are supposed to pay to all three partners in their profit sharing ratio. So less paid. We are paying everything to all three partners in their profit sharing ratio. So 38,000. When 38,000 is divided in the ratio of 2:1:1, A should get 19,000, B should get 9,500, and C should get 9,500. Correct me if I am wrong. Is my calculation correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you will have a balance of 32,000, 16,000, and 16,000. We don't have money in our pocket. Last realization was August realization. After August realization, we have September realization, which is 17,000 plus 23,000, that is 40,000 rupees. Along with that, we will also add 3,000 rupees, which we are getting from partner B for taking over the asset. So add September realization 40,000, add received from B 3,000. We will have a cash balance of 43,000 to be distributed to A, B, and C, all three partners, in their profit sharing ratio. So 43,000 has to be paid, less paid to A, B, and C. How much to A, how much to B, and how much to C? 21,500 for A, 10,750 for B, and 10,750 for C. So you will have an unpaid balance of 10,500, 5250, and 5250. This is a positive balance, that is loss on realization. Did everybody got this?
Yes, sir.
Shall we start with the next question? Next, you have the question of LMS. The firm of LMS was dissolved on 31st March 2014, at which date the balance sheet stood as follows. Creditors bank loan, L's loan, capital LMNS, fixed assets, cash and bank. Partners share profits equally. A firm of chartered accountant is retained to realize the assets and distribute the cash after discharge of liabilities. Their fees, which are to include all expense, at rupees 1 lakh. No loss is expected on realization since fixed asset includes valuable land and building. Realization, first realization is 5,000, second is 15,000, first is 5 lakh, second is 15 lakh, third is 15 lakh, and fourth is 30 lakh. Fifth is also 30 lakh rupees. The chartered accountant firm decided to pay off the partners in highest relative capital method. You are required to prepare a statement showing distribution of cash with necessary workings. Can you start with statement of highest relative capital method? We have three partners, LM and S. Is the format prepared? Shall we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we'll write down profit sharing ratio. They share profits and losses equally. So 1, 1 and 1. Capital balance. $15 lakh, 10 lakh, and 5 lakh. Do they have anything to adjust?
No, sir.
We don't have anything for adjustments. So adjusted capital balances are same. What do we find first? Unit capital. Perfect. Unit capital is adjusted capital balance divided by profit sharing ratio. Adjusted capital balance divided by profit sharing ratio. 15 lakhs, 10 lakhs, and 5 lakhs. Base capital, five lakhs, 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs. Proportionate capital, 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs. The profit sharing ratio is equal 1, 1 and 1. So your base capital and proportional capital remains the same. excess capital, that will be adjusted capital balances less proportionate capital. 15 lakhs minus 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs minus 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs, and 5 minus 5, 0. Profit sharing ratio 1 and 1. New unit capital, ten lakhs, 5 lakhs. New base capital, 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs. New proportionate capital, 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs. Ultimate excess capital, 5 lakhs for L. MNS will not have excess capital, ultimate excess capital. Shall we go ahead with distribution of cash? Before that, we need to write down order of payment. Can somebody help me in writing down order of payment?
So realization expenses 1 lakh.
Then after that, next
Creditors 2 lakh.
Bank loan and credit.
we need to pay bank loan and creditors together. Next, after that, bolo, number 3.
Health loan 10 lakh.
Pay else loan rupees 10 lakh. Number 4.
Pay partners.
Pay partners capital. In partners capital, first we will pay to
L.
Pay L rupees 5 lakh. Then number 2, pay L and M. Rupees 5 lakh each. And number 3, pay L, M and S in profit sharing ratio. Prepare statement of distribution of cash past. I hope you all have started with the statement of distribution of cash. Now handholding is not required so much. We'll be completing this chapter next week, maybe Monday or Tuesday when we have that lecture. We'll complete that. Last few 2 or 3 questions left. Start with the distribution of cash. how much is the balance you have which you can carry forward to the statement of distribution of cash to partners capital? How much cash balance do you have?
5 lakh.
It has to be 4 lakh, MC.
Okay, sir.
I think you have missed out expenses. Did everyone get 4 lakh rupees?
Yes, sir.
Did you get profit? Profit on realization? Sixteen lakh 33,333. One of the partners will have 33,334. It is just a rounding of difference, not to worry about. The profit should be 16,33,333, 16,33,333, and 16,33,334. One of the partner will have 34, or the other two will have 33. That is just for rounding off. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Start with the third question. What you have on WhatsApp. You have been given third question as well, right? Start with it fast. Or would you like to do that as homework? Anything is fine for me. I did not get any response from you all. Are you all doing it right away in 15-20 minutes, or you are doing as homework?
Homework, sir.
Okay then. Any questions, any queries in regards to your internals, FA? Any doubts, any queries? You have two chapters. Which two chapters do you have for internals? Yes, please tell me which two chapters do you have for internals?
Transactions of foreign currency and piecemeal distribution of cash.
Perfect. Accounting Standard 11, translation of foreign currency transactions and piecemeal distribution of cash. These two chapters are there for your internals. Please study. If you have any doubt, queries, questions, next lecture will be the last lecture before the internals. So make sure that you ask it in that lecture. We will be completing the chapter of piecemeal distribution of cash as well in that lecture. You have one question for homework. Please complete that question before the start of next lecture. I have taken up attendance. Those who wish to leave can leave. Those who have any doubts, queries, questions can unmute and ask me, or write down in chat. I'll be happy to answer you all.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, someone sir has changed my roll number. Now my roll number is 98, sir. And I given my presentation also, and I was there mentioned 95 roll number. So my roll number currently is 98. Sir was told to inform to every faculty.
Okay.
Yes, sir.